This is another episode of the Blossom Podcast, your number one source for everything bariatric surgery, from pre-op to post-op. Registered dietitian Alex Conception gives you real, raw tips and motivation through your journey. This is the Blossom Podcast.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Blossom Podcast. It is Motivation Monday, and today I want to talk to everyone that needs to get back on track. Okay, I know times are tough right now, and the level of uncertainty for so many people is really high. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this excuse. Are you ready? COVID made me do it. Quarantine made me do it. Now, I am not discrediting anyone's situation. I'm just here to tell you that it's okay. But now it's time to become aware and get your shit together. Okay, first things first, whatever you've done that's causing an overwhelming level of regret or guilt, you did not mess up your sleeve. Let me repeat that. You did not mess up your sleeve. No matter where you are on your journey, I want to remind you where you started. Okay? I also want to remind you how far you've come. It is really hard to see the picture when you are in the frame. You get what I'm saying? You were motivated enough to get this tool, and you were able to lose weight with this tool. But this tool isn't magic. Okay? This tool helps you stay on track, and it still can. This tool didn't magically turn ice cream sundaes into protein shakes. Okay, again, you were motivated enough to get this tool, motivated enough to follow the rules, and this tool forced restriction, satiety, and it forced you to go beyond your normal threshold. So what is that normal threshold? That threshold is what history has proven to allow you to fall off the diet because you thought it wasn't working time and time again. Think about your experiences prior to surgery. You've tried everything, right? You've tried everything. You've tried every diet, but you still weren't losing weight. And that is not because what you were doing isn't working. It's because you haven't done it long enough to see it through. Okay, this tool proved that what you need is consistency. You just have to start making good choices again. Remember, you are physically restricted. Whether you can tolerate 6, 10, or 12 ounces of food at one sitting, 6, 10, or 12 ounces of protein and veggies versus 6, 10, or 12 ounces of chocolate cake, both have two different caloric densities, but you can tolerate both, okay? I know it's easier said than done. I don't know your situation. I don't know what trials you've encountered during these trying times. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you've had some unexpected house guests that are staying indefinitely. Maybe you just can't seem to stop eating chocolate. I have no idea. But listen, you don't have to tackle everything at once. I can easily tell you to eat this or that, follow this diet, eat 3 times a day, eat this many ounces, just as easily as I can tell you to build the Great Wall of China. Okay? If I told you to build the Great Wall, it's overwhelming enough to give up before you even started. Okay? But if I told you to lay 1 brick every day for the first week, then 2 bricks every day for the second week, 3 bricks every day for the third week, it doesn't seem so daunting, right? Eventually you will have a wall. Now let's apply this to your situation. You don't have to attack a diet. You don't have to get it all right at once, okay? You don't have to overwhelmingly set out and tackle the Great Wall. This approach I'm about to tell you, it's worked for hundreds of clients of mine, surgery or no surgery. And that starts with the first attack of 1 to 3 criteria. I'm going to list 3 criteria, and that's all you have to worry about for the first 2 weeks. You ready? Number 1, water. get that minimum 64 ounces of water. Get a 64-ounce flask or a tumbler and finish it every day. That's criteria number 1. That's it. Water, 64 ounces a day. Not too bad, right? Number 2, start your first meal 5 hours after you wake up. Okay? Also, not too daunting, right? And number 3, that first meal will be a protein shake. Protein powder with water, unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk, or low fat or skim milk. And you can also throw in some greens in there and blend it up if you like it. Okay, that's it. That's your only criteria. You don't have to think about anything else except for that water. Starting after 5 hours, and that is because it's easier to be hungry in the morning when you're busy rather than at night when you're chilling. And then make sure you are hitting that first meal as a protein shake. All right? It's manageable, right? There's no excuse in the world that you can tell me that will prevent you from managing those 3 criteria. You know what I'm doing? I'm setting the tone. I am setting that tone. Now you have a plan and criteria. Start your day right. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to start your day with this criteria, with these expectations, and better choices will trickle down. That's it. Just relieve your mind from the stress. Okay? Don't overthink it. Just lay these 3 bricks. That's all I'm asking. Just to be clear, this is not your diet. These are 3 criteria that I've provided that you can control. So control these criteria and things will trickle down. Okay? Focus only on these few steps, because like I said, attacking an entire wall from the beginning is daunting, but controlling these first 3 steps will trickle down into something positive, and that's all I want. Okay? Everything else beyond these 3 criteria are your choice. We'll chat again on the next step, but don't worry about it. If this episode spoke to you in any way, then it means you have a lot more going on, and we can just tackle it one step at a time. So handle your business, handle your shit, and also one more thing, you got this. You got this. Everything is going to be all right. Okay, and you will start progressing again and get back on track, regain that motivation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Motivation Monday, let's get it, guys. 3 criteria, and I'll talk to you guys in the next. Peace.
This was another episode of the Blossom Podcast. For more motivation and future episodes with Alex, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any life-changing moments.